Are you thinking about buying an estate property or a foreclosed property?
There are a couple things that you should know before you really dig in and get started.
First of all, let's talk about what the difference is between the two. So an estate means that generally someone has passed away and the family is selling the property on behalf of that person. Whereas a foreclosure, of course, means that the bank has had to repossess the property and they are selling it in order to pay off that debt.
There are some things that are similar within buying an estate and a foreclosure. One is that neither are required to fill out disclosure statements, and the other is that most of the time they're being sold in as-is condition. So it's extra important that you have a good inspector that's able to help you with that.
Absolutely. And this is always important as well, but the title insurance becomes even more critical because the original owner in both cases is not signing the deed to you. So we want to make sure that the proper party is signing and that you're getting an insurance policy guaranteeing that you're getting clear, good title to the property.
Very important.
Yes. There are also some differences between buying an estate versus buying a foreclosure. For example, the bank, it's their way or the highway. It's an asset manager is the person managing the file. It's not even a house to them, it's just a file, it's an asset. And so basically you're gonna do things according to their schedule, their time frame, or you're not gonna be the buyer for that property.
And their contracts in most cases. So very, very tight, stringent timelines, which is nothing to be concerned about. We've done it before, we can definitely help, but it's their way.
Absolutely. Whereas with an estate, the emotion behind it is going to be a lot different. You know, you've got this asset manager on a foreclosure that's going home at 5 o'clock on Friday and they're done. Whereas with an estate, this is a bereaved family. It can be very emotional. It can be very traumatic. A lot of times they want to talk to 17 different relatives to make sure that everybody's on board with this decision. So it actually can take a little bit longer sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't all agree. So that can be another piece. So just planning on a little bit of a longer timeline sometimes for estate sales.
Another difference is that the banks generally are not going to do any sort of repairs to the property. So you will do your inspection and, you know, if you find something, maybe you can negotiate the price, but they don't really get too much into coordinating contractors and doing repairs. Whereas when you're working with the family that's selling an estate, often they will be okay with coordinating some repairs to be done.
So if you have any more questions about purchasing either a foreclosure or an estate, give us a call below or click the link and we would love to help.